Hello, friends. Imagine waking up one day to discover that all the oceans on Earth have suddenly turned into freshwater. How could this happen? What would it mean for us, for ecosystems, and for the entire planet? Today, I'll take you through this incredible scenario. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Your support inspires me to keep working, finding fascinating stories, and sharing them with you. So, the day when all the oceans turned into freshwater began as if by a miracle. People around the world were astonished by the news. Drinkable water now filled the vast expanses once ruled by salty seas. The first reaction was one of joy. It seemed like an immense gift. No more droughts or water shortages, as the oceans became an inexhaustible source. But that joy quickly faded as the true cost of this miracle became apparent. With the salt gone, the oceans lost their density. This immediately disrupted global ocean currents. The Gulf Stream, which warms Europe, slowed down and eventually stopped. Weather patterns began to change catastrophically. Northern Europe experienced unprecedented snowstorms and freezing winters not seen for thousands of years. Meanwhile, the tropics were hammered by relentless rains that flooded cities and villages. This climate chaos struck agriculture hard. Fields in temperate zones froze, while tropical plantations drowned. Food supplies dwindled rapidly. Prices soared, and riots broke out in major cities. Humanity began to realize that freshwater oceans were not a blessing but a curse. And that was just the first wave of disaster. The disappearance of salt spelled doom for marine ecosystems. Coral reefs, home to millions of species, began to crumble. Marine organisms that relied on saltwater started dying off en masse. Fish, mollusks, jellyfish, all were vanishing, leaving the oceans barren. This devastated not only the natural world but also nations dependent on fishing industries. The absence of salt in seawater eliminated its antiseptic properties, leading to a surge in dangerous microorganisms. Beaches, once places of leisure, became quarantine zones. Any contact with water risked serious illness. Meanwhile, freshwater began seeping into underground aquifers, leaching essential minerals from the soil. Farmlands became barren. Rivers that once carried salt water to the oceans now overflowed with freshwater, causing massive floods that destroyed coastal cities. Of course, people started searching for someone to blame. Theories ranged from global experiments and cosmic anomalies to divine intervention. Nobody could explain how or why this had happened, but society teetered on the brink of collapse. At the same time, scientists worked tirelessly to find solutions. They began developing giant salt farms to reintroduce salinity to the oceans. It was a slow and costly process that would take decades, but humanity had no other choice. The world as we knew it was gone. People had to adapt to a new reality. They turned to localized farming systems, built dams to manage the altered rivers, and devised new methods of growing food in the transformed climate. This catastrophic scenario is a stark reminder of how deeply our lives are tied to nature and its delicate balance. Even a small change can trigger a cascade of consequences. So, what do you think? Could humanity survive if all the oceans turned into freshwater? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to explore more fascinating scenarios and stories. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.